Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 25 of the Washington football team franchise here on Madden NFL 22. And today we have the divisional round of the playoffs between the Washington football team, the 4 seed, and the Seattle Seahawks, the 6 seed here at Landover, Maryland. Last episode we saw the football team beat the Buccaneers pretty single-handedly in the wild card round. And then today they'll face the Seattle Seahawks, who beat the 3-seeded Arizona Cardinals as well in the wild card round, 21-16. This is actually a rematch from the season. Back in Week 12, these two teams faced off, where the Washington football team dropped to the Seattle Seahawks in this same stadium by a score of 17-12. So hopefully we'll see if Washington can get some revenge here today. If you're excited, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content as we continue playoff football. It'll be Washington that starts off with the football. Antonio Gibson takes us out to the 29-yard line. That's where Ryan Fitzpatrick and this offense will take the field. This offense has played phenomenal in the past 4 games as there's been no turnovers on the side of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Hoping to keep that so far the same today. Starting off their own 29-yard line in the shotgun. Fitzpatrick will pass for it here on first down. He fires left side. There's the rookie out of North Carolina, De'Ami Brown, who has a 5-yard connection. Second and 5 man in motion is going to be a play fake. Fitzpatrick bounces out to his right. He's going to try to scramble, and he's going to be hit. He's actually going to lose the football. The football stays in bounds, and the Seattle Seahawks have it. Carlos Dunlap with the force. And out comes Russell Wilson, the Walter Payton Man of the Year from a season ago, to lead the Seattle offense deep in Washington territory. 4,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for Russell Wilson. Starts off at the 35-yard line. Going to start off with the give to Chris Carson. Carson had 16 rushing touchdowns this season. That is 3rd in the NFL. Now 2nd and 7, they bring in 3 tight ends, and they give it to Carson again, who cuts back left side. That's a gain of 5 before being wrapped up by John Bostic. Now 3rd and 2. They're going to stay in this 3 tight end formation. They're going to hand it off to Carson again, and this time he's going down in the backfield. It's John Bostic with a good read. So Washington forces 3, but Seattle now has a lead. Washington take 2 now at their own 26. They're going to go back, start with the ground this time, as Gibson gets the draw play for a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7, back to the air. Seattle brings pressure. Fitzpatrick fires left side. That one should have been picked off. Dangerous pass brings up 3rd and 7. And Fitzpatrick looking to throw, gets hit as he throws, and that one should have been picked off. So Fitzpatrick with 2 lucky plays doesn't get an interception. Washington punts. So now Seattle will start off their own 20. And they're going to give it back to Carson as he races forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 now. In the gun, going to throw for it. Wilson pump fakes. Looking deep downfield. Actually throws off his back foot deep. And it is caught. It's brought in. That's Dwayne Eskridge, the rookie, who has a touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 6 touchdowns in the regular season. Comes up huge here. And just like that, Seattle has a 10-0 lead. Washington answers. Here's a 10-yard slant to Brown. Fitzpatrick tries to get something going. Now bunch to the right. Fitzpatrick underneath center drops back. He's going to throw to Curtis Samuel for a quick gain of 7. Now 2nd and 2. Fitzpatrick to throw again. Looks right side in the flats. He has the tight end Logan Thomas. And Thomas is going to race forward to the 38. Now Washington's in Seattle territory. Another set of downs. Fitzpatrick checks this one down across the middle. Brown shakes a tackle. Fights to the first down marker. And gets ruled inches shy. 2nd and inches, though. Washington goes empty. Fitzpatrick in the pocket tries to fire it for Thomas. Could not fit it in the window. And now we got 3rd and inches. They're going to play it safe with Gibson, but too safe as that one is brought in the backfield. Puna forward from behind brings down Gibson. A huge stop. And Washington's just going to take 3. Hopkins' kick is up and good. And Seattle now has a 10-3 lead. Still 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Plenty of action here early. As Russell Wilson starts his own 25, fires across the middle, has a man as Tyler Lockett. That's a gain of 9. Jonathan Allen is actually hurt on the play for Washington. He would not return. Seattle is also missing DK Metcalf in this one, so it'll be Tyler Lockett and company. It's here's a 2nd and 10. Bomb off of his back foot again. Connects with, guess who? Tyler Lockett, the man we were just talking about. Down to the 2. This is where Carson's at his best. They're going to give it to him, and he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And just like that, Seattle has a 17-3 lead. Washington's got to put something together here. They're in danger of going down big early. They're going to stick with Gibson on the ground. He gets stuffed nowhere. It's 3 rushes on 4 yards on 3 rushes. Now second down, they're going to try to dump it off a screen to Gibson, but he's chased down from behind. DJ Reed Jr. with a nice shoestring tackle. And Washington's looking 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick looking deep ball left side for Samuel, and that one is broken up. There is 4 Seahawks over there. Not a good throw by Fitzpatrick. So now Seattle back with the football with all the momentum. Here's a play action shot by Wilson. He's going to throw it deep down the left side. It is caught, but just out of bounds is Lockett. Chase Young actually hurt on the play as well. He also would not return to this game. So Washington, things are going bad to worse. As here's another 2nd and 10 deep ball. And this one is broken up, though. William Jackson III did get a hand on that one. But Damian Lewis is hurt, the left guard for Seattle. Now 3rd and 10. Kind of tight underneath center. Wilson will look to throw. Throws it right side, and it's going to be short of the first down. Eskridge not even close. So Washington forces a stop with 3 minutes to go in the first. And I'll take over. Minute 40. 2nd and 8. Draw play to Gibson. Nowhere to go. Poona Ford once more in the backfield. And once again, Washington struggling to move the football on offense. Another 3rd and long. 3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick fires right side. Has McLaurin, but he's stopped a yard shy. 4th and 1 on their own 48-yard line with a minute. Washington does punt. And Seattle has a 17-3 lead in what has been an explosive first quarter of action. They have the ball 3rd and 1 in the I formation. Going to throw out of it right side. So that is going to be Tyler Lockett. So Seattle does convert and try to keep the drive alive. On their own 23 now. Wilson in the shotgun. Going to take a first down pass. Looks left side. Lays Lockett, who actually comes away with it. And he's got room to run. Lockett down the left sideline. He's going to be brought and pushed out at the 11-yard line. Another big play for the Seahawks offense. Remember when Washington's offense was converting big play after big play last week? Yeah, now their defense is on the receiving end of it. 1st and 10, he's off the mark, not on the same page as Lockett. Now 2nd and 10, Carson motions out of the backfield. Wilson stands alone. Checks it down. That's going to be the tight end Will Dissly, and Dissly is pushed out after a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 5, basically 3rd and goal. Wilson to throw. 3 tight ends, looks left side, has a touchdown. Seattle goes up by more. It's now 24-3 for the Seahawks. Washington now 2nd and 6 on their drive, and Fitzpatrick is going to be sacked. Poona Ford up the middle. He's been a presence so far today. That makes it 3rd and 15. Washington just having to throw a deep ball. As Fitzpatrick, though, doesn't have time to get it to the marker. Poona Ford on back-to-back plays brings down Fitzpatrick. That's a Washington punt, and this one has the makings of being a rout. Seahawks back with the football. Here's Will Dissly getting it to the 50-yard line in a first down. On the logo is the ball as Wilson takes the snap. Quick slants doesn't work, and that's actually going to allow Ioannidis to get home. Ioannidis with his first sack of the day had a team-high 16 sacks in the regular season. Now 2nd and 15, an offset pistol. It's going to be to Chris Carson, who patiently bounces it outside. Good run by Carson. Picks up the first into Washington territory down at the 37-yard line. Now 1st and 10, Washington showing pressure up the middle. It's an empty look. They're actually going to bring pressure. It doesn't get home. Wilson has a wide open man left side. It's Tyler Lockett. And Lockett's getting busy early. Lockett in that Week 12 game had 6 catches for 70 yards and 2 scores. And the Seahawks targeting him again early. Here's a 1st and down, 1st and 10 pass. It's Eskridge, who gains about 8. It's going to make it 2nd and 2. Washington cannot afford to give up another touchdown here. Wilson to throw. Moves in the right side. He's going to be brought down. That is the arms of Shaka Toney, who is stepping in for the injured Young. He brings down Wilson and makes it 3rd and 12. Got to get a stop here. At least force a field goal. Wilson in the pocket. Throws it. He's off target across the middle. So Seattle does kick 3, but it's now 27-3. Washington on the next drive. Here's a 1st and 10 pass. It doesn't go nowhere to Brown. Read to perfection by Reed. And it doesn't matter anyway because there's an illegal block in the back. And that'll force Washington back some more. Now 1st and 17. A very rare 1st and 17. It's a give to Gibson trying to get some of that yardage back. He's going to maybe get 5. And he has 10 yards on 6 carries. Now 3rd and 12 after an incomplete pass. Fitzpatrick to throw in the pocket. Throws it deep left side. And this one is incomplete. Looking for McLaurin. That's another punt for Washington, and we're just going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Seattle up 27-3, and they're driving into Washington territory. At the 24, left side. Guess who? Tyler Lockett at the sticks. He's going to be marked for a first down. Now at the 13 in the red zone. Wilson back to pass. Wide open across the middle. There's Will Dissly, who sits down in the zone. Makes his 2nd and 3 from the 6. Wilson picking apart this Washington defense. There's a crossing pattern to Eskridge. He's at the marker. They're going to give him the first down. So now goal to go from the 3. Wilson motions out Carson. Looking to pass quickly left side. And there's another score. Tyler Lockett for a touchdown. And Seattle extends their lead going to the half. It is 34-3 Seahawks, all Seattle. Does Washington have any sort of answer? Are they just going to roll over in their bed and go down here? We'll have to find out in the second half. Now, I don't know if you've been looking down below, but the other game was actually earlier in the day. And the Cowboys did beat the Saints 40-34. So we do know the winner of this game will be facing the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. We also know the AFC Championship. It will be Titans versus Chiefs on that side, a rematch from a few years ago, as we are the last game of the weekend. But it's Washington. We might not be here long if they're giving up plays like this, and the defense cannot force some stops, and the offense can't get going early. We will watch both teams' first drives just to see what happens, as here's a 1st and 10 pass right side. Dissly, who's in the flats. That'll be a 5-yard pickup. Now they're going to go underneath the eye. Wilson, it's a delay give to Carson. There's really no space. He's going to be pushed down by Montez Sweat. And now you got a 3rd and 5. 3 tight ends. Washington needs to get off the football field here. Wilson fires right side. He's got his man Dissly down to the 43 of Washington. Beats Cole Holcomb in man coverage. And a new set of downs for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10. Another pass by Wilson. They're not really worried about running out the clock, it seems like, as there's a connection to Dissly. Russell Wilson already over 350 yards with 3 touchdowns on the day. 2nd and 2. He's going to scramble, but actually ends up dumping it off for Dissly. It's first down nonetheless. Now to the 31 in another tight formation. Deep back is Carson. It's a play fake to him, and Wilson fires right side. Beautiful play design to get Tyler Lockett wide open. It's now goal to go from the 8-yard line as Seattle continues what they did in the first half. Empty here, 1st and goal. Wilson in the pocket. Looks left side, and that one's too easy. Touchdown, Tyler Lockett. Seattle extends their lead. It's now 41-3. We will stay with Washington's drive. However, it's starting to turn into a lost cause as they're going to start 1st and 10 with a stretch run. Kind of got to bang into the running game, you'd think, at this point. Now in the bunch, Gibson, the deep back, actually going to pitch it to him. So this one's going to be in the backfield anyway, and there's a flag down. So just a broken play nonetheless as there's a holding on the offense. This team just seems like they don't have any life in them. So they'll try it again, 2nd and 17. Fitzpatrick in the pocket, checks it down, faces pressure, gets that yardage back. Now you got 3rd and 13. Seattle brings 4. Fitzpatrick steps up in the pocket, throws a deep ball left side. He's got Samuel who has a step, and he brings it in and will walk into the end zone. A 75-yard bomb to Samuel. Wasn't the on-time throw, but Samuel was able to adjust, brings it in, and it's now 41-10. So at least Washington does get on the board here, but Seattle will continue to push the ball downfield. It's just like that. They're out to the 50-yard line. Hosting a 31-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Carson. He's got 72 on the ground with the score. 2 tight ends now. It's going to be a stretch to that left side, and Carson has the edge, picks up the first down. Nice run. 15-yard gain, just chunking them down the field, just picking apart Washington. 1st and 10 from 32, and this time it's going to be a give to Elijah Penny as Rashad Penny, as Chris Carson gets a breather. In the pistol, Carson checks back in. 3rd and 1. Wilson fires right side. There's a quick pass. Nice grab for a first down. And Seattle continues their drive in the red zone. 3:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wilson in the pocket, just going to bounce it out to his left. Checks it down. Has Carson, and he will get about 7. 443 yards for Wilson, and it's still the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 2, I formation. Give to the deep back Carson. He's going to be stuffed. Flecky Hudson and Deron Payne there to meet him. So that makes it 3rd and 2. 3 tight ends from the gun. They are going to throw for it. Russell Wilson bounces out right side, just ends up throwing this one away. Might have been able to run for a first down. Nonetheless, it's the end of the third quarter. This one's getting out of hand. We'll just kind of see some of the highlights here of the fourth quarter. Now it's 44-10. Fitzpatrick does have the football, 3rd and 12. This is a big-time conversion, and they do connect with Logan Thomas. So pushes the ball downfield. Fitzpatrick only 176 so far here in this game. Now into Seattle territory. Here's a little swing pattern to Gibson, who fights through a man. Actually gets popped by Adams, but he gets it 2nd and inches at least. They're going to throw out of 2nd and inches as a quick pass to Diami Brown, who sheds a tackle, and he will get out of bounds. And Washington's got something cooking on this drive. Now to the 29, 1st and 10, pass across the middle. There's Gibson, who gets to the marker, and another first down, and Washington's in the red zone. Delay give to Gibson. Powers forward on the ground. Big hole. I don't think Seattle was expecting a run. That's Gibson's best run of the day, and it's for 8. 2nd and 2. Got to go back to him. Picks up the first down, or it's 1st and goal. Now at the 8, Fitzpatrick moves left side. He's going to scramble, no, sets his feet, fires to the corner, and he has a man. Diami Brown with a nice catch at the sideline. Washington will get 6, and they'll kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. It's 44-17 with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Now 8.5 to go in the fourth. Seattle with the ball, 3rd and 9 as they're trying to drain as much clock as possible. And they hand it off to Rashad Penny, so Washington will get the ball back. And on the next drive, they push it to the 46, 4.5 minutes to go. 3rd and 5, throw right side. Should have been picked off. But now it's 4th and 5. Fitzpatrick takes it. He's looking right side. Has Samuel, who has a first down, so this drive stays alive. Now coming up on 3 minutes. 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick in the pocket. Throws it right side. This one is tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Seattle. That is Sidney Jones, who had 2 interceptions in the regular season. One of those came in Week 12. And that'll be the dagger. Washington goes down in a heap. Final score 44-17. Washington's season comes to a brutal end, while Seattle will move to the NFC Championship game to face the Dallas Cowboys. The 6 and the 7 seed making it in the NFC. For Washington, this is the last game ever in Landover, Maryland, the end of an era. Goes down in a whimpers. Remember, Washington will move to Toronto next season. It will be the Toronto Thunderbirds. Fortunately, just not much to do in this game, as the offense just did not get going and the defense just couldn't stop anybody. Here's a look at those other games. The Titans beat the Patriots 31-28. Mac Jones had 3 touchdown passes, but he did lose to Ryan Tannehill and company, so the Titans will move on to the championship game. In the NFC game, we saw the Cowboys beat the Saints. It actually happened in overtime, 40-34. Prescott, 4 touchdown passes. Zeke had a nice day on the ground, 168 and 2 scores for Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are going to the NFC Championship game, 1 game away from a Super Bowl appearance. The Chiefs, who are looking for another Super Bowl appearance, they beat the Bengals 21-17 in a nice ball game. The Bengals are a team to watch out for in the future. They'll continue to grow, but the Chiefs still the cream of the crop in the AFC. Here's a look at the bracket. You got the 2 and the 4 in the AFC side of things, and the 6 and the 7 in the NFC side of things. We'll go ahead and look at these matchups. Who will be in the Super Bowl? Well, in the AFC, it'll be the Chiefs, who win 35-21. The Chiefs advance to their 3rd straight Super Bowl appearance, looking to right the wrong of last year as Pat Mahomes continues to try and build his legacy. And the NFC, it'll be the Seattle Seahawks. They win 35-32. Cowboys tried to come back in the second half. Prescott with 3 touchdown passes wasn't enough. And the Seahawks advance to their 4th Super Bowl appearance. They are 1-2 in the Super Bowl. And the last time you remember they made it to the Super Bowl was that interception play, Super Bowl 49. So both teams trying to right some wrongs of their past. It'll be Chiefs-Seahawks for the very first time in the Super Bowl. Now, before we get to the Super Bowl, though, there will be the Pro Bowl awards episode recap. Just kind of our last season as the Washington football team. Sorry it kind of came down in a whimper. We will not watch the Pro Bowl, but we will see who made it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.